Guess who it is? You know who it is. It's that LeBron hater. It's that WNBA delusional uh, Rainbow People League, that charity league. And why am I talking about LeBron and the WNBA in the same context? Because they're basically the same. LeBron is nothing but a 260-pound bearded female. That's how he moves. That's how he's always moved. And I'm going to tell you right now, you know who LeBron reminds me of? His archetype is a single mother archetype. That's what his archetype is. No accountability for nothing. Always trying to blame something on somebody else that he does, that he's involved with. I told you before, my main goal is to crucify this guy with his fake narratives and trying to blame others and all this stuff. Now let me get one thing straight. If you ain't a center like Shaq, and I can't trust you on the free throw line, how dare you? How dare you talking about I'm the best that ever done it? You got to be out of your freaking mind. It's just like these single moms, strong black women. No, you're not strong black women. You're the weak ones. Your teammates don't matter. In a single mother's case, that's them kids. Because if they mattered, you wouldn't have them around here without a dad. You'd have picked somebody worth a doggone instead of somebody that made you tingle. LeBron is that type dude. And I'm tired of him. And I'm tired of this strong black woman crap. It sounds just as dumb as Black Lives Matter, that BLM garbage that black folks jump on their coattails while they taking your money and just getting you riled up over some bull crap. LeBron is garbage. And if he was as great as people want to make him out to be, he'd have at least 8 championships now. How in the world are you going to be a basketball savant and you can jump around to different teams and you can't put yourself in a position to win multiple, and I mean more than anybody else, championships? Jerry West wasn't able to do that. Jerry West was like 1-8 in championships. Woo! Terrible record. But guess what? Jerry West didn't have no choice but to play where he was playing. He couldn't jump up and jump on Boston anytime he wanted to do that. LeBron James can write his own check. He can write his own team. I'm tired of hearing about this great leader. Somebody over there sitting on a bench with his head in his hands. I remember when J.R. Smith got that rebound and ran the ball out there. They had a timeout. LeBron, as soon as you so dense in your head, you such a basketball savant, you should have been like this. No, when it's basically the play is over, now you asking, did we have a timeout like you didn't know? The game was not lost. What a good leader would have done, anybody knows this, what a good leader would have done, you need to rally these troops because the game ain't over. Nobody told you to pass down there to what was his name? The guy that got fouled and missed one of the free throws. No one told you to pass there. Pass to that dude. But you chose to do that. That was the right play. And even when you screwed up that play and you don't lose, it's tied up and you're going into overtime. Where are you? Throwing a tantrum on the bench. If I hear another person say that this dude is a good leader, man, I don't want to hear that crap. I told you before, as a child, I thought my dad, he might not even have liked me because I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that and I couldn't do that. Do you know when I found out how great my dad was when I grew up? Oh, Jordan did this and Jordan did that. And all of that. Guess what? Jordan has 6 rings. People don't remember that. How many times have LeBron teams gone to the NFL? You're happy. Were you happy at the end? At the end of that finals? No. 6 out of the 10 times that you've been there, you went home sad. You went home without a ring, and your fans were sad. That's what you've done. So you've ruined more people's seasons than any other player, except for maybe Jerry West. But Jerry West had to stay where he was. You've been jumping around all over the place, just like a single mom does. Oops, did I say that? Yeah, because I ain't got no respect for single moms, because I know where their head is at. Your kids don't matter. Because if they didn't matter, you'd have had the foresight to keep your legs closed. That's what you'd have had the foresight to do. Now you a strong black woman. No, you're basically a skeezer. This got kids. That's what you are. People buttoning their lips, and that's how we get here. From people buttoning their lips to some mess that they know is garbage. I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. I'm sick of these WNBA weirdos talking about what they deserve. What you deserve is just what you got. Just like we got some mentally disabled kids out here that we want to we want them to have something to do. Ain't lost money every year they've been in existence. And then they get A Star Is Born. I remember when Jordan came into the league, and that ESPN magazine came out and had A Star Is Born. Let me promise you, everywhere Jordan went, it didn't have to be at home in Chicago. Wherever he went, it was going to sell out. Why? Because he was playing. And the WNBA has that same thing in Caitlin Clark. And what are they? No, we don't want to do it that way. You ain't making no money. Now, I was talking to my friend earlier today, and if somebody's going to pay me $50,000 to just play basketball, guess what I'm going to do? That's what I'm going to do. It's a game. You play it. It's not sitting in somewhere for 8 hours working for somebody. No, it's doing something that I like to do. No, but that don't matter in the WNBA. That don't matter. Now, I was reading something to where they were talking about the collective bargaining agreement that's coming up between whoever's footing the bill for you chicks and the WNBA. And the guy said something to the guy who's representing the NBA or the whoever's paying y'all bill. Basically said, yes, we're going to have a realistic look at these numbers. Because that's what it comes down to. Plain and freaking simple. But that's not what it's come down to as far as this WNBA losing money every freaking season. It's people starving. And you got the unmitigated gall to talk about you ain't get, Plum talking about, I don't even get the revenue from my jersey sales. Yes, you do. It's in your contract. It's in your contract. Because we ain't making no money. We're digging in our pockets and we putting our money and none is coming in. It's like taking money, millions of dollars, and putting them in the toilet and flushing it down the damn toilet. Then you get a bright light to come into your league Oh, no, we don't. See, that's what happens when people button their lips and pay homage to this foolishness. I'm done with it. I'm going to speak out on it every chance I get. The unmitigated gall of these women is absolutely, it's not funny to me because a kid ain't even that dumb and delusional as these women. Are all of them saying that? I'm not saying that. Most of them are. Let me promise you something right now. If Caitlin Clark had a girlfriend, she'd be on that Olympic team right now. I promise you that. If she had a girlfriend, but sorry, she's got a boyfriend. She don't act like no man. She get out there and play hard, play skillful, but she don't come off like no dude. She just doesn't. And then you got Angel Reese, eyelashes, hair down here, makeup, this, that. She comes off a little masculine to me. I know you don't like what I'm saying, but it don't matter. I'm here to tell you, if I'm telling the truth, I don't care who doesn't like it. I just don't care. Now let's get back on this lame LeBron. I remember back in the day when Kyrie got tired of this feminine dude and his feminine ways and his behind the door. And that's just that whole feminine energy. Take that mess to the WNBA, dude. Kyrie wasn't having it, man. I felt him 100%. I felt Kyrie 100%. Who wants to be around a closet woman with all this feminine energy that he puts off? And that's what he puts off. I don't give a doggone how many times he does that crap. That's what the WNBA players do. They try to show, Really? You are whack, dude. You are whack. I don't put you above Bird. Bird was a dynamic player, and he wasn't no feminine dude. Bird was straight up man, dude. He was straight up. He'd go out there and, okay, if you're black, Korean, no, it don't matter to me. I'm going to put a foot in your butt. If you don't believe me, go back and watch this dude in action before he hurt himself out there doing manly stuff for his mother. Man, I wish he wouldn't have done that. You got money, pay somebody to do that. But I get it. When I came up, my pops had things for me to do. My mom had things for me to do. But my dad had stuff outside for me to do. Me and my brothers. We weren't sitting around. I'm just tired of it. You say, Ed, why are you talking about LeBron? Because he is a unadulterated biatch. And I can't stand him. You want something that you haven't earned. So what do? You get online. You pay people. You try to run up your stats. It's so easy to see. I don't see why people don't see this. The only reason people don't see this is because they in a feminine mind state. Is why they don't see it. This dude can't wash Jordan's shoes as a leader, as a basketball player. So you can play for 100 years. This is what's funny. How do you play at the highest? Here's what they say. This guy has played at the highest level for the longest time ever. But then when you bring up his defense, well, man, he old. So don't tell me about how he's playing at such a high level for such a long time. So how does Michael Jordan play 7 less years and have 6 championships and have accomplished more than you did? Well, he didn't have to play the Golden State. Golden State got a 6'3" guard who shoots very well. Another dude over there that shoots good in Klay Thompson. Draymond Green, who you can't even depend on for scoring. And a couple of supplementary players. If you watch that season when they won 70 went 70, what did they go? 73-9. Watch some of them games. How they gave them games to these guys by cheating. I sat and watched the one when they did win 73 games. And I was like, man, what in the world are they doing? The refs are cheating. Making all kind of weird calls for these guys so they can win 73 games. If they were so good, they'd have won. Is what they'd have done. If they was all-time great team, they'd have won. They'd have won back-to-back. Have they won back-to-back rings? I don't know. But have you won 3? If you're such a juggernaut of a team, you're not. Shaq won 3 in a row. So you such a juggernaut that you, man, stop with this garbage. I can't get over this dude. Oh, Jordan didn't win by himself. You sound like a daggone fool. Who does win by themselves? But every team has an alpha dog who they depend on. Every team in team sports have these type of people on there. So I'm not going to go to Steve Kerr talking about, that wasn't Steve Kerr's job. It was Jordan's job. So I'm just tired of this planet that I stay on. It's a bunch of just mess being thrown around. And then men with beards are going to tell me that this dude is on Jordan's level. No, what it is you've got sugar in your tank. I looked at a reaction video the other day where they were watching the best GOAT comparison, LeBron versus Jordan, and they ran it down. They ran down the numbers. They went to, what was it? It was achievements, longevity, statistics, and accomplishments and eye test. And do you know what LeBron won? You know what he won. Longevity. Longevity ain't got a doggone thing to do with sports, as far as I'm concerned. Unless you come in here and play 1 year and you done, I don't want to hear about no longevity. When all your longevity and you dominating a league, what they say for 20 years, and what are you, 4-6? And if I really wanted to say it, you 3-7. I don't even count that bubble crap, because just like a single moms they stupid, but they're not that stupid. They know a good thing when they can get something easily. LeBron knew that, hey man, this is an easy chance for me to get another ring in this bubble. But I'm going to give him 4. I'm going to give him that 4. You 4-6, and you have the audacity to call yourself a strong black woman. Do you see the correlation between the two? You ain't strong at all, nigga. You are a wuss. And you are what Pac would say, bitch made. Is what you are. Oh, he's so into social justice. Who ain't into social justice these days? Who's not into social justice? You go back in the 60s and let me see how much you would have been talking. Well, Jordan don't do this. And what Jordan doesn't do is go out and flash what he's doing. Everybody ain't got to know what he's doing. But just like a single mother, I'm raising my kids myself. Oh, I'm opening this school where I heard some very ugly things about their math scores. You want to speak up. Who doesn't speak up these days? It's the time of running your freaking mouth is what it is. So, of course, this lame bum is going to do that. Put it on your back, chosen one. You's a fool, man, and I can't stand you. Why can't I stand you? Because you a liar. Guess what you are? You are a fake and a bum. And you don't have accountability for nothing. Get beat down the worst the worst beat downs ever in NBA Finals history is what this guy has gotten. So what that tells me is you shouldn't have been in the finals in the first place. If you can't even go there and even compete. It's like the Spurs, it was like the dream team playing Angola. Spurs just beat you down. You're lucky Ray Allen hit that shot at the end in Miami because you was about to take another L in the finals. So don't get mad at me. You can best believe every time you see me on here, I'm not gonna be joking. I'm gonna be calling out basically an old devil walking around. And these delusional women in this WNBA. Dawn Staley talking about, well, maybe in hindsight, we should put her on the team. You stupid. You are lame. Ain't none of you no doggone good. Ed, you Uncle Tom. Well, you stupid. Because Uncle Tom was the dude. If you gonna call me something, call me a Sambo. Uncle Tom was the man. Read the story. But it's just sad. You don't even know the story, but you, Uncle Tom. I'm like, dang, why are you trying to insult people with Uncle Tom? Been doing it since the first time I ever heard Uncle Tom. It was talking about some, that's how stupid Negroes can be. And white folks too, because they go right along with it. Ooh, he called you Uncle Tom. Ugh. Do you even read? I'm sick of it. Sometimes I wish I could be like Elijah. Lord, come down here on a fiery carrier and get me out of this delusional crap that people be believing in. Whatever people say, they believe it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these weirdos. These weirdo women trying to get on here and tell me I don't make a dime. In fact, I'm losing you money and I'm supposed to be making such and such. You are lucky to have a league, period. If they want to see that in China and you can go over there and make some money, go your tail to China and stay over there for a season. Like I said, if somebody's going to pay me $50,000 to play a game, guess what? I'm going to play that game. But they don't pay y'all no $50,000, do they? Average salary is somewhere around, I don't know, man. It ain't no $30,000. It ain't $50,000. It might be something like 70 to 80, if that low. And if you can't live off of that, you ain't paying for your uniform, are you? Are you buying your tennis? Are you paying for your flights here and there? You gotta be kidding me for this to even be a doggone discussion. But that's what happens when you button your lip and you listen to delusional little kids with boobs is all they are. And I don't even want to say that because kids ain't even this ignorant when they come in the world. You have to work to be this ignorant and delusional. You have to work at it. Because it doggone show don't come natural. You have to work at being an idiot and a misleader is what you are. Like somebody owes you something. They might owe you a thing. And LeBron, don't nobody owe you nothing. Dominating the league for 20 years and got 4 rings out of 20 years. You ain't even got a quarter. You got 20% of the rings that since you've been dominating the league. Curry got just as many rings as you got. You played with Curry, right? They got just as many rings as you got. But you dominated. and still dominated at the highest level. You are a joke. And anybody that says you on Jordan level, you's a joke. Now, I'm going to have to admit, Kobe is not as efficient as LeBron is. He's just not, man. I see what he shot for his career, and it wasn't near 50%. If 45 to 46 is near 50% for you, well, I guess he was near 50%. But he didn't shoot that 50% for his career. He just didn't. He never did. Not one season, I don't think. Go check it if you think I'm wrong, but no, he did not. Just like Iverson. Iverson was a bad man. I ain't going to deny that, not one bit. But ask me who I would rather have between Iverson or Kyrie. I want the most efficient one. And that ain't going to be Allen Iverson. Matter of fact, Allen Iverson is bitch made. Pac himself was. A bunch of emotion over dumb stuff. He won the first game in the finals. Well, nobody gave us a chance. And that's why the motherfucker ain't nobody trying to hear that. Play the game, man, and just shut up. We played hard. We got a good win. On to the next one. No, but you got to go on your soliloquy of stuff that don't matter. Nobody thought we'd do this, and nobody thought we'd do that. Well, they were right, because you didn't win another game. So, man, I'm going to tell you, as a person that grew up with a mom that had the sense and the decency to choose a husband that was going to stay around and raise his sons and his daughters and lead the family. No, we calling these ladies strong black women. You got to be out of your freaking mind. I don't see that nowhere else. I don't see that in China. I don't see that in Mexico. I don't see that nowhere else. I don't see that anywhere else except for our stupid, ignorant, foolish, delusional behinds. It's the only place where that happens. And you know why that happens? Because you keep your mouth closed. You know why women walking around here ass naked in public don't care what they doing? Because you keep your mouth closed. You know why men walking around here in drag and marrying each other? Because you keep your mouth closed. Well, I'm not going to die tomorrow having not said these things, because I don't live in this world. I see things as they are. And as they are, LeBron is a bum who can't even shoot free throws. And he's been dominating the league at the highest level for 20 years. But then, man, he resting so he can do offense. Ed, you mean, you doggone right. The truth is mean these days. And it's going to get meaner because people are going to start getting in trouble for telling the truth. We're already there, but they going to take it further than that. Okay. It's this narrative that's been given to black folks, and they so ready to believe it. It is sickening. You don't go check for yourself. You believe what somebody tells you. Oh, well, you're from here. Who says you? Who you gonna tell me where I'm from and who I am? I'm just tired of it. And every chance I get, I used to just do this on the iPad. But no, I'm going to take, if I get an inkling or whenever I get the feeling, which is going to be a lot because there's so much bull crap going on, I'm going to hit record and I'm going to record and say what I need to say. I said it in another video. Ask me if I had a son If I got two choices of who I want him to bring home in the attitude or the mentality that I want him to bring home as his next wife or somebody he's dating, it'll be Caitlin Clark. It won't be Angel Reese, which I believe she on the fence now because I saw a picture of her and I like this is a joke. This chick actually got on TV talking about people have been sexualizing me and you dress like you dress. You are an absolute nuttified fool. And I can tell that by somebody coming up in her game, eyelashes out to here. And hair, I don't know where it's from. It might be your real hair, but I bet it's not. And lipstick and all this. And then when you're not, if you ain't got your shorts pulled up in the crack of your leg, if you're not in that, you got some other revealing crap on. I'm sick of this crap, and I'm not going to take this mess lying down no more. For future reference, these weirdos are going to win. They're going to win. They're going to outnumber people of sane mind and sound reasoning. They already have. It won't be until the Lord come back and put a foot in all of this crap's butt cheeks that it's going to change. But up until then, these people are going to win. A bunch of daggone weirdos and people with the... What it says is... What the good book says is the Lord said, okay, you want to believe in some foolishness? Then I'm going to turn you over to that foolishness that you are so inclined that you want to believe. And that's where we are today. We've been that way, but it's just building and building like a snowball coming down a hill. It's just rolling and just roll. You ain't going to roll over me. Okay, I'm going to get the biggest rock and set it in your path where when you hit it, you're going to explode all over the place. That is my job. I'm going to run this crap in the ground. I'm going to run these so-called strong black women, single mama. I don't care if you're white, black, what color you are. You ain't worth 2 freaking cents. Let me get something straight to you kids if you are watching, because I ain't making it for kids. But if you watching, they don't care about you, because if they cared about you, they wouldn't. You'd have a dad around. I'm gonna promise you that. If they really cared about you and not this strong black woman, it ain't no strong black women without illegitimate kids. No, you the weak ones. You are the skank ones. You are the ones with the lowest esteem about yourself. Let's not get it twisted. You ain't fooling me. And like I said before, anytime that you take it upon yourself to say, I got the right, because I can't keep my legs closed. I'm so lustful. I can't protect myself from getting pregnant. But an option for me is to go out here and hump who I want to hump, and then take something that's going to kill whatever started growing. You actually going to tell me they ever going to give a hoot about you? You got to be kidding me. No, they don't. But that's the narrative this push. These the strong ones. No, you the hoes. You've always been the hoes. And you will always be the hoes as far as I'm concerned. I knew a young lady, and she told me what she was doing. I say, man, what are you doing? You ain't got a pot to piss in. Why are you having unprotected sex with some dude? Oh, I can't have kids. And that made me angry, because what she trying to Jedi mind trick on me. What is the main rule of the Jedi mind trick? It works on weak-minded folk. Other folks that have a half a mind, it ain't going to affect them at all. They going to see some stupidness. That's what that Jedi mind trick women try to pay. It angers me because I'm not weak-minded. It angers me when somebody comes to me with a Jedi mind trick. I want to take my lightsaber sword out and cut your head off when you come at me like I'm weak-minded. I'm not weak-minded. I'm not blind either. Ed, you went off this time. Yeah, on single moms and LeBron James. That's what you get for being a light. I'm going to go off on both of you tonight. LeBron James didn't know. No. Oh, the second best player. And you can miss me with that crap. I don't put him above Magic. And I don't, boy, you really lucky if I put you above Bird as far as that concerned. Bird wasn't no punk and trying to throw people under the bus every time. You know what he was doing? He was going out there and making mincemeat out of black and white just the same. They don't make men like that no more. You know why? Because the women raising them all. Ed, you're getting too long-winded. It's 36 minutes so far, and I don't want to bore you. But you can best believe I'm going to bust this crap down every chance I get. Because I'm sick of it, and I'm sick of this feminine air that I'm have to listen to day in and day out, not only from these lame women, but from men too. And that's the freaking problem. We wasn't put down here to be no feminine, delusional weirdos. We was put down here as an anchor, as a tether to keep people from flying off into the stratosphere with delusional thought. But what do? Not me. I'm going to burn you to the ground, single black mom. I'm going to burn you to the ground right along with him, LeBron James. You lame, delusional, lying, good-for-nothing bum, because that's what you are. Like I said in closing, Kobe was not as proficient as LeBron. But ask me who I'm going to pick over this. Besides having a feminine man on my team, I'm going to pick this dude over here that is not on that feminine crap. That's it, folks. And you best believe I will be back. Peace.